Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people. Well, welcome to Freedom Friday here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am so very grateful and full with gratitude that you are joining me today as we complete a week of exploring the transformative power of letting go. And what a credible journey that we've been on this week. From Monday's conversation with Dr. Will about mindfulness and releasing fear, to Tuesday exploration of us clearing space to receive, and to Wednesday interview with Devan Gonzalez about breaking limits, and to yesterday threshold moments, where we've been peeling back the layers of what truly means to let go of limiting beliefs. But today we celebrate the freedom that awaits on the other side of release, because that's what letting go ultimately creates. Not absence, but presence. Not emptiness, but possibilities. Not loss, but liberation. But before we dive in, let's take a quick break, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on this Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good, so I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by. Me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to xnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you. All right, my beautiful people, before we dive into this celebration of freedom, let's take a moment to ground ourselves and open our hearts to receive today's message. So right now, if you would just find a comfortable position, and if you are in a safe space, I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to hold it for a moment and release slowly through your mouth. Now I want you to imagine yourself standing on a mountaintop. The air is clear. The sun is warm on your skin, and you can see for miles in every direction. And I want you to feel that expansiveness of the space, the freedom of being unburdened. And with every breath, I want you to feel yourself becoming lighter as you release anything that has been weighing you down. Old stories, limited beliefs, fear, doubts. Now, as you exhale, I want you to imagine these limitations transforming into birds. Yes, birds that fly away into the vast sky, and that's no longer attached to you and is no longer defining you. Feel the space that's open up within you as you release. space for new possibilities, a space for new dreams, a space for new ways of being. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes as we are carrying this sense of expansiveness with you. All right, my beautiful people, freedom isn't just the absence of constraints. It's the presence of possibility. So when we let go of limited beliefs, we don't just release what no longer serves us. We create a space for what truly does. Now, as I reflect on all that we explored this week, I'm struck by how each conversation has illuminated a different facet of freedom. And I'm reminded of something. I'm reminded of my vertigo that has been teaching me that sometimes our greatest challenges becomes of our own profound teachers if we're willing to listen. If we're willing to listen. And we have to be willing to listen. And I know one thing that I said to my body. I'm listening. I am truly listening to you all. To every part of my body, to my arms, my legs, my feet, my eyes. But you all get the picture. I'm now paying attention. And I am not taking it for granted. Now let's explore 3 dimensions of freedom and that open up. The dimensions of the freedom that open up when we release limited beliefs. One is the freedom of authentic presence. The first freedom is the ability to be fully present in our lives, undistracted by fear and limited beliefs. So as Dr. Will shared on Monday about mindfulness and allowing us to witness our experience without being consumed by it, right? I want you to remember when he talked about how many of us live our lives distracted, always looking ahead or behind, that we rarely are fully present. He said that mindfulness is needed more than ever right now, teaching us the value of presence, the value of being still within yourself, and how to receive the healing you need from the inside out. You see, this freedom is to be here now, not caught in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, but fully engaged with the gifts of this moment. And here's an exercise for you. Choose one activity today that you normally rush through or do on autopilot. It could be as simple as drinking your morning coffee, taking a shower, or walking to your car. And I want you to bring your full attention to this activity using all your senses. And I want you to notice how freedom exists in this simple act of presence. 2, the freedom of spacious possibilities. With this second freedom, it's the spaciousness that comes when we clear away what no longer serves us. So as we explored on Tuesday, that we can't receive new gifts when our hands are already full, right? This applies to our physical spaces, our homes, our closets, our workspaces. But it also applies to our mental and emotional landscapes. So when we clear away limited beliefs like, I'm not enough, or this is as good as it gets, we create room for expansive possibilities. So here's an exercise that you can try. I would love for you if you can identify one area of your life that feels cluttered or stagnant, physically, mentally, or emotionally. What one thing could you release today to create more spaciousness? And I want you to remember the 3 tests. Remember the 3 tests? And does it still reflect who you are now? And does it create spaciousness or constriction? And does it support the future that you're creating? And our final one, the third one, is the freedom of aligned action. The third freedom is the ability to take action aligned with our authentic desires rather than our conditioned fears. As Devan shared on Wednesday, many of us choose path based on our external expectations rather than internal calling. Remember his story about almost becoming a firefighter because it seemed safe and expected, even though his passion was in fitness. He said, I started to believe it myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on doing what I want to do. This is the freedom to choose from inner wisdom rather than the outer pressure, to build a life that reflects who we truly are and not who we think we should be. So here's an exercise for you. What's one action that you've been hesitating to take because of fear or limited beliefs? Write it down. Write down the belief that is holding you back. Then write an empowering alternative belief to it. And also, what small step could you take today for this new perspective? You see, my beautiful people, these freedoms aren't just theoretical. They're available to each of us right now. And they're not dependent on our external circumstances of being perfect. They come from within our willingness to release what no longer serves us and embrace what does. You see, I've been experiencing this in my own life as I navigate the lessons of my vertigo. And as I share with you all throughout this week, that these physical symptoms have become more powerful teachers for me, showing me where I'm still holding on too tightly, where I'm out of balance, and where I need to let go. And see, in those moments is when I actually listen, when I slow down, when I clear space, when I honor what my body is telling me. I experience freedom that no amount of pushing through or powering on could ever provide. That's the expansive power of letting go. It's not about giving up or giving in. It's about surrendering. It's about surrendering what isn't working and to make room for what is. So as we close out this week on letting go, I want to leave you with a practice that brings together everything that we explored. A beautiful freedom ritual that you can use whenever you feel contained by limited beliefs. I want you to create a sacred space and light a candle, play soft music, or just simply sit in a quiet space. I want you to write down one limited belief that you are ready to release on a small piece of paper. And I want you to hold that paper in your hands. And I want you to acknowledge how this belief has served you in your past. And I want you to say out loud, I release this belief with gratitude for its protection. I no longer need it to keep me safe. Next, I want you to safely burn the paper or tear it up if burning isn't an option for you. And then in your journal, I want you to write down a new empowering belief to replace the one that you just released. And next, I want you to close by placing one hand on your heart and saying, I am free to be exactly who I am meant to be. My beautiful people, if you can share this experience with this ritual using hashtag Season of Self-Love and hashtag Freedom Friday, your journey might inspire someone else to release what's holding them back. And next week, we continue our exploration of letting go with focus on releasing perfectionists and another limited belief that keeps many of us stepping fully into our power. So be sure to join us on this powerful conversation. So until Monday, I want you to remember that freedom isn't something you find outside of yourself. It's something you cultivate within by consciously choosing what you hold on to and what you release. You are the author of your story, the architect of your life, and the only one who can set yourself free. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer.